We just sit here and wait till we get some people coming in. It's about 7 o'clock. I want to go live at 7. We're probably going to do about a 1 hour live feed tonight. Carry on for like 3 hours last night and the night before. So we'll try to keep it at a moderate level tonight. I just wanted to.
Papa, you need to eat work.
What?
You need to eat and work.
Work.
Yeah, you need to like him.
Ah, to live his work. Okay, well, we go out here and see what Den's up to. Hello, good evening. Hello, how are you, Manila Gorilla? Boy, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back.
Papa, walk down.
What we're doing tonight is we're putting up some cage here. And the reason for that is because we got a new puppy. Where's the puppy? Oh, he's right here. Come here, puppy. Come here, buddy. We got a new puppy today. Oh, yeah. He's a Belgian Milanese mixed with mutt. But the mama's Belgian Milanese. And we used to own the sister of her. And
No, Papa.
our dog had puppies, and then shortly after she died. And we don't know why,
Papa.
what happened.
Lucky.
But we have our other dog, Smokey, here.
Papa, you see that?
Let me see. Yeah, we got to clean the dog up because it came from downstairs where they have fleas and ticks and everything. So we're going to take care of him. We don't have a name for him yet. Maybe you guys can...
Papa, but doggy.
Oh, you've been sick. Maybe you guys can help us come up with a
Papa,
name.
his name, Doggy.
No, we're not going to call him Doggy. Hey, Doggy. That's not a good name. Okay. Anyway, so we got a new puppy. Got little whites on his paws right here. That's probably from the daddy. I think it was black and white, the daddy down there. But it's going to be a good-looking dog, I think. So
It's down.
what we did is my brother-in-law took zip ties and some cage material that we had, old cage material, and zip tied it to keep the dog from getting in and out. We're going through the rails, and also we don't need him to escape because the mother is just downstairs. And as soon as he starts crying, she'll be up here looking for him, trying to get in. Shut the front gate, please. So Mama can't come up here. Anyway, guys, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry to hear that you've been sick. Wow. It's been going around a little bit. Wow, Ahmed, welcome. Welcome, Manila Gorilla. John, thank you for coming in, guys. Vince, thank you. You're always right up in my chat. As soon as we start up, Vince, so much appreciated. Well, Ahmed, I want to make you a moderator, okay? And then you can go through my channel and moderate or subscribe to all the people here if you'd like. I didn't know that I missed you last time. Maybe you had left already. Chaos is my Mao's name. How about that, MJ? What do you think? You like chaos? Chaos. Chaos, like troublemaker.
No.
You don't like troublemaker? Micah, can I borrow a pen or a marker, please? Cool. Oh my God, doggy. Yeah, having cute companion like a pet is a great way to create a lovely environment for kids. Yeah, we've already got a cat and a dog, and this is dog number 2. I get to listen to him cry all night. Maybe we'll find him a stuffed animal and stick out there with him, so we'll have a fuzzy companion for the night. Anyway, so. Things are going really, really well today. We went up to the school to discuss the school building with the principal and the teacher up there. And we come up with another plan for the schoolhouse. You all saw it. It was an A-frame. So basically, we're going to change it from an A-frame style to a single slope style, okay? So it's going to have the front door where you go in, and then we're going to have the windows, as you saw on the side. It's going to have the 4 windows, but it's going to be a single slope, okay? That's what it looked like from a side view, looking from where we first shot the video. Not going to put a lot of overhang on the front because we really want it to be flush, and then we'll just have an overhang on the back. about a 2-foot overhang on the back. Hello, Scooby-Doo. Hello, Gina. G1NA5. I guess it's Gina's. Thank you, Gina. How do you pronounce your name? Maybe you can help me with the pronunciation. Yeah. There's my new puppy here. I got a new puppy here. So I don't know what we're gonna name him yet. We'll see. We'll figure something out for him. I like the name Chaos. That's kind of a cool name, but the kids don't know how to spell that. Gina. Okay. So we've decided we're gonna go with just a single level down, and that'll make it easier on the construction. It's gonna be the same amount of roofing, same amount of everything. What we realized is if you look at the top of the walls, there's no beams going around on the top at all. It's just posts sticking up with hollow block between them. So there's no real support. And the roofing was put right on top of the post. The wood was put on top of the post and they just wrapped steel bar around it. So we're gonna raise the post and bring the post up higher, make them bigger instead of the little flimsy little posts they made. We're gonna make big posts on it, add additional steel bar, and take it up to the top, and then adjust it for the level of the roof as we slope it down. So that the right-hand side, the back of where the chalkboard was inside, that'll be the lower end, and the other side will be the higher end. And I think it's gonna be a lot safer that way. It'll protect it better from the rain. Hello, John Hoover. We're just discussing the schoolhouse. Hello, Fox. Welcome to the chat. So basically what we want to do is instead of doing like the original A-frame we had, we're going to change it. We're going to go from this design, okay, that we have now, to this design. Single level, single slope going down. We believe that's going to be a lot safer for the kids and a lot less problems with the wind and the typhoons, because that school building is right up in the open with no protection around it at all. No real hills around it, nothing to protect it. So, Mickey, hello. It won't prevent water collecting when the roof is a roof. It's either sloped this way or it's sloped this way. So either way, we're going to take the rainwater off of it. If we take it from this side, it's really, when I measure it out, the building is square. It's like 26 by 26. The posts were put in it 12 feet apart, you know? So it's 26 feet, basically 25 feet, 24 feet, whatever, by the same width. So it's kind of a square building. So it doesn't matter which way we do the roof, but I think this way will be safer and better, so the wind can't catch it and rip the roof up. It'll just be one single slope, and it'll be sloped down, and the lower end will be at the direction the wind would come from the east there. So I think we're going to be fine. I think it's going to turn out really well. So we're going to start pricing the material, buying the material for the roof. That's the first job. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill in, once we get the roof lined up and we slope it, all the hollow block, we're going to put tie beam all the way around the whole building on top of existing posts right now. We're going to put beams there all the way around with steel bar and cement, tie it all together, put beams across the building to tie it together structurally that way. So this building can't weeble wobble. You know, we want the building to stand there through anything that comes its way. And then we're going to put all the steel up and build the roof, the sloped roof, and then fill in the hollow block under it. Then we'll do all our finish coats, add the windows in, the doors in, and then we'll tackle the inside. And what we've discussed for the inside for desks will be similar to the design that I had wanted to do, with desks that the children can sit under. 5 children can sit under. It's going to be like a bench, okay, like this. And it's going to be a steel framing, what we call metal framing, with Hardy Flex cement board over the whole thing. And then we're going to cement over the top here with cement and put tile. so the children have a nice, smooth place to work. And it'd be really nice that each of these benches will hold 5 people, is the plan. So it's gonna be about 10 feet wide, the benches. The room is 25. So it gives us plenty of room to walk on either side of the benches, around the benches. You know, the students can walk on either side, and we'll build a nice desk for the teacher. And then if they have a function where they need to move everything, they can just pick them up and move them. They won't be so heavy they can't move them. What up? What are you doing, MJ? Hello, Scott and Isa. So we're just...
My birthday to the snow.
Yeah, go in the snow. Get out of here, boy. Go on. Why are you interrupting my live chat? Get on your phone and then talk to me. Wants to go to the snow on his birthday. There's no snow around here. No snow in the Philippines.
We want my birthday to the snow.
Okay, well, you better plan on it then. Okay. Whatever you say, MJ. So, from a barn style to a slope style, yes, John. It's going to be a much safer roof, and it won't be so pricey either. Trying to fill all that big gap under the roof in and everything, trying to mess with that. Straight down, what's there right now, we'll put beams all the way around on top. That'll be the structure we start with to make sure that that whole building is not going to move and fall over. And then we'll add the roof on top of that. And it should be really, really solid. We've done a few of them here in the village the same way. My brother's house is built like a 2-tiered roofing, right? Angled like this. And we have several houses that have done it that way around here. And they hold up pretty good in a storm. So that's going to be the plan. And then we're going to make it more solid than it is. Right now it's scary the way the blocks are put up there. I didn't shoot it so well that you probably didn't really notice at the top. They just kind of stuck blocks up there on top of each other. And no more even holding them in. It's just up there underneath the wood. They just stuck 2 blocks up there to fill the space up. My goodness. Anyway, we'll get there. John Vasquez, thank you for coming in. Chris Allen, Mojico, thank you for coming in, Chris. Where are you from, Chris? Chris Bigtas, thank you. Good evening from Iligan City, Isabella Luzon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Chris. Fox says, start saving your coins if you want to go to the snow. Start saving your coins and your money. Don't spend it every day on candy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Papa.
I don't know how he's going to go to the snow. I think you got to have a special visa to go to Japan.
What did they letter again?
I don't remember. He had me look up every single dinosaur today. And I told him, you're not going to remember the names of these. You know, he had me look them all up. I gave him all the names. Of course, he forgot them already. I should write them down for him and make him learn them.
Papa, what did name again?
I don't know, son. I don't know.
What did name again?
Go away. Go ask your mother to look it up. Just wants to bug me tonight. Anyway, Chris, hello. Scuba, how you doing? You feeling better now? Mika says, your idea is great. At the same time, you're strategically thinking outside the box, such as with wind resistance. Yeah, we get Pasiranosaurus. Pasiranosaurus. Okay, thank you, Fox. He's got like 10 of them. You want to look up all the names? I'll write them down. Here, I'll write the names down for him. I'm almost looking up for him now. I'm going to write them all down for him and give them to him. That way, no excuse. Anyway, last night, guys, I don't know if I might have told you we had a hiccup with the gen set last night. And what happened, my printer was plugged in, blew out my printer, blew out 3 power supplies that people had charging their phones, blew out 2 light bulbs I had. One of them was my UVC light I was using for anti-COVID. Use it to kill viruses and bacteria near my CR, my closet. So I've got plenty more. I've got some recessed lights. I can put one of the recessed like can lights up there for that. But it blew out the one I had. It was a bulb type, and I don't have any more bulb type. So I lost that. My printer was crap. So I broke my other printer out today. My other brother's printer, and I connected it to my phone so I can print from my phone or my PC. And then I turned the computer on and had a flashing exclamation point. Now what the hell is this? So I go to Google. What's the flashing exclamation on a 420, a Brothers 420 printer, and it says paper jam.
Papa,
So of course I don't see a paper jam.
this
Yeah. So I had to basically totally disassemble the printer. And then I got up inside. I could see where the print head goes back and forth. I took a long screwdriver. I moved that back out of the way, and I could see the paper jam up in there. So I took that same long screwdriver and fished the paper and got it, and I pulled it out with a pair of pliers. What a mess. I don't know how the paper got jams up in there like that. That was crazy, but it was in the exact same place that the guy had done the video on YouTube about, where his paper was all wadded up and jammed in right in front of the printer head. So that's where it was. So I cleared it, and now the printer's working fine. The other printer, the other one is smoked. Smoke came out of it, so lost cause. I'm going to take it apart eventually. I'm going to unbolt it, unscrew everything, take it apart, and see if I can figure out if it has a motherboard, the control board. I'll try to get the number off of it and see if I can buy another control board. I'm sure it's shot. I don't think it was a fuse because it was more smoke and more something burning. So it just wasn't a fuse popping, you know. Anyway, I'm sure that Brothers printer's toast. It's been a good one. I hate losing it. The one I was using was a 710W, and the one I got now is a 420W. Smaller, cheaper, residential, not commercial. And we get a lot of business in printing, so at least now I got it up and running, and we can continue with our business. So, Steve, did you get the stuff Michael was talking about yesterday? Well, I can answer that for you. The answer is no, Scott. He went, and they told him he needed a prescription for the cotrimoxazole. So I told him we'll get him some here in the village. So next time he has that problem when he's at home, he'll have some. I can get it here, no problem. I don't need a prescription here in the village. We get the druggie, comes around here about once a week with his big suitcase full of drugs. And tell him what you want. You know, if he doesn't have it, when he comes back the next time, he'll have it for you. So I don't know where he gets it from. It's always well within the prescription dates, so still good meds. I used it. I used to buy all my simvastatin and my amlodipine from the guy that came around on the motorcycle. But now I just buy the amlodipine online from Shopee. I just buy, I think I bought 6 boxes. I calculate how long I need my amlodipine, how many, there's 100 pills in a box. Okay, so you take one a day, 3 boxes. So I ordered 6 boxes. Should last me 2 years, the way I got it figured. Under 2 years, but close. Well, I had some already. So I calculated out what I needed to go 2 years. If there's another pandemic, the one thing I don't want to be short of is my medications. Because I'm 65. The last time they told everybody, seniors cannot leave the house. Well, in my village, they don't consider me a senior. Because I don't fall under the senior category of the Philippines. I'm a foreigner. But the age thing gets me, 65. So if they ever set that type of law down again, I might find myself getting stuck, having to break the law. I'll stay on my land, but my land's big. I just tell everybody else, stay off my land. I'm not staying in my damn house for damn sure. I'll lock my gates, and nobody needs to come in. Foxes, I like your toes at Boink. Boink says, I like your eyes. Boink, Boink. Where are you from, Boink? Welcome. This is your first time in my room. How old are you, Boink? I hope you're at least of age. Boink. I like your eyes. Thank you. They're not brown like in the Philippines, are they? Mm-hmm. They're green. You don't see Filipinos with green eyes. See, my daughters, brown eyes. They're almost black. They're so dark.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you too. Your eyes are dark. Dark eyes.
My new necklace.
Wait a minute. I gotta see this. Charm's got a new necklace. What?
I buy this.
What kind of crap is that? That's the boxing bag for MJ. The chains. That's the chains for his boxing
That's my
bag.
new necklace. I bought this.
Well, good.
And look.
100,000.
Good. I'll put a padlock on it and chain your ass right to the bed. You can't move then. Yeah, we'll just chain her right up, guys.
Papa, you not now. No, Papa,
You gotta
you
hook
not
the bottom.
now.
Wait, you gotta hook the bottom. It's got a hook on it, see? You gotta hook the bottom like that. There you go.
No, Papa, you not know.
I
That
don't
on the
So your daddy
boxing.
deserve an award for being one
Papa,
of the most
Papa, you not know.
in the universe.
Papa, you
Lord,
not know.
what kind of crop is
He
that?
put it from the boxing. It's from the boxing.
Okay, go away.
It's nice.
It's from the boxing, I know. Nice. You gonna wear that around?
Yeah.
That's
why
heavy.
not?
Wow. Wow.
Take a shower now.
When I fly in the Philippines, 60 is a senior and can board first. I take advantage of that. So do I, Scott. When I go in the bank, I take advantage of it. Senior is 60. I walk right to the senior line and present my documents to them, along with my passbook, and I go have a seat. And they get right to me, and they call Mr. White. I go right up and take care of my business. I cut right across those 40 people waiting in line to get in the bank. Which is another topic I want to cover tonight, guys. I want to cover banking in the Philippines because a lot of you are coming here. A lot of you want to know about the banking in the Philippines. And you probably don't know much about it because you probably never set foot in a bank in the Philippines yet. And it's not just an easy thing to get a bank account. It's rather a pain in the rear to get a bank account, okay? So let's, Nikki says, your daddy deserves an award for being one of the most patient men. You have to be with all these kids, huh? Hello, Ella. Anyway, I gotta get Ella some contacts. She doesn't like her blue glasses too much, so I'm gonna buy her some contacts. You see where I wear mine. Mine are regular glasses too, but I don't need them to read the screen at this distance. I can just sit here and read my screen. So anyway, let's talk about banking. Some of you are here already have bank accounts. Those of you who've been here a little while, those of you who got an ACRI card. To get a bank account, the first requirement is an ACRI card. Okay? So in order to get an ACRI card, you must be in the Philippines at least 90 days. You're going to go, when you go to your 29-day entry of the country, no, you don't have to have residency status. That's why I'm going to talk to you about it right now, because I don't want there to be any confusion for you guys. It's really not difficult. So you come here, okay? There's two things you want to do. You can only drive on your native driver's license for 90 days. And a bank account, you're going to do 29 days upon entry. Remember, guys, it's 29, okay? It's not 30. It's 29 days upon entry, okay? Then what I always recommend to people are before you even leave the airport, go to immigration and ask for an additional 30. Okay, now you got 59 days, okay? 59 days, but you still don't have an ACRI card. When you go into immigration at your 59-day point, you can then request with your renewal, you want to renew for 2 months, okay? And ask them, can I go ahead and apply for a tourist ACRI card? I plan to stay here for a while. I have a fiance, girlfriend, wife, whatever you got at the time. Just tell them, I have a fiance here, and I'm planning to stay for a while. So I'd like to get an ACRI card, and that will be a tourist ACRI card, okay? So you apply for your tourist ACRI card, you pay the money, they go through the biometrics, they take your picture, your fingerprints, and then they will print a card. You go back in about 2 weeks, or the next time you go into immigration to renew your immigration in 2 months, or whatever. If you need it right away, go back in about 2 weeks to a month, it should be ready. If not, then you do it the next time you renew your visa. Okay. And I recommend you always do minimum 2 month visa renewal, guys. Don't do the 1 month. That's a waste of your time. And time is money here. I mean, you're back and forth and standing in line in immigration. It takes time each time you go. So now that you have your ACRI card, Charm, where's my ACRI card?
What's that?
Where's my gold ACRI card?
What is that?
My residency card. It's in your wallet.
Maybe.
I know it is.
BJ,
I know my residency card's in her wallet because I lost it already one time. I stupidly put it in my pocket along with my driver's license, my Philippine driver's license. I had it in my pocket. I had my phone in my pocket. I went walking. I used to go walking every morning in Bacoor. I walk all the way to Imus and back. But real smoggy, nasty.
Papa, come here.
No, I'm not coming here. I'm talking.
No power to our room.
Okay, well, Mom will figure it out. It's something else, boy. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, Fox. Yeah, context can cause problems. So anyway, you're going to get your ACRI card. That's the first thing you want to do. Once you get an ACRI card, there are a number of banks that will accept the tourist ACRI card. Okay. And you can use that ACRI card also. You can go to, because you're supposed to have a minimum of 6 months in country to get the driver's license. They want you to, or have 6-month visa remaining to get a driver's license. Well, they don't give 6-month visas anymore. Okay. So you need to find a place that will give you a driver's license. You fill out the application, you go to medical, you do the medical does it online, sends it to the LTO. You go to LTO, you fill the application out. They already have your medical there with your name and everything. You go in, get the application filled out, give them your old driver's license with the application, say, I would like to file for a Philippine driver's license. And it's going to cost you, I think, somewhere around, medical's around 300 or 400, and the license is somewhere around 1,000 total cost, just around 1,000, about 1,500 for everything. And while you're at it, if you want to, you can also request an international driver's license. International meaning it's with your Philippine license. So if you go back to the United States, even if you're California or Iowa or wherever you're from, license expires, you have your valid Philippine driver's license and an international driver's license card, you can drive in the US. And you can drive anyway there on your Philippine driver's license for a period of time. I think it's 30 days, right? Before you have to apply for your US license again. But you use your international license. If anyone pulls you over, you have an international driver's license. And you just tell them, this is valid in this country. I'm going back to the Philippines. I'm not going to get a US license. I have a Philippine license and a valid international driver's license. It's like, looks like a booklet. So that's also a good idea to do. Okay. Paradise Twice, how are you? Thanks for coming in. So yes, you can get an international driver's license. That costs around $2,000 or $2,500 for that. I went to Las Piñas. This is back in 2011. So it was really easy for me because I had connections back then. You have fixers and stuff. You go in, you just a little money to the guy and have a seat. They'll call you up, take your picture. There's your license, sir. So quick and easy. You get, what is it, 1, 2, 3, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Get all the check marks on it, so you can drive, tricycle, motorcycle, and automobiles. You can drive it all. And you can drive trucks up to 2,500 gross vehicle weight, I believe is what my license says. Yeah, connections illegal. They really start cracking down on that. Back in 2011, long time ago, they didn't have such restrictions on it, that everyone was out to make money. And so you could always find a fixer if you wanted, but fixers are highly illegal, okay? So I don't recommend ever using fixers. Just go in and do it the right way. Those of you who, if you go to a place that requires you to do a 6-month visa, have a 6 months on your visa to get a driver's license, go somewhere else. There are other places, Masbate where I live will do it. I think Las Piñas will do it. Quezon City, I think will do it. There's a number of places. You can find them. Yeah, there's some trolls in the house, but Paradise Twice, he's not really a troll, Fox. He has a channel, but he's always talking negative, a lot of negativity to people. And I actually went there and watched him today. He was doing pretty good. I think he was waiting at a port. He was waiting at a port to catch a ferry, and the guy's just having a tough time because it's not a good travel time. What we talked about yesterday. Horrible time to travel this time of year. So no, he's a good guy. He's as far as I can tell so far, I have no issues with him at all. He's a good guy, not a troll for sure. But we'll see. But anyway, Michael, hello. Should we renew U.S. license while here? Address for SS. We'll cover those in a minute. Let's do the banking first. We'll talk about SS and we'll talk about renewing your license in the U.S. I guess it's going to depend on how long you're going to stay in the U.S. For me, I only went back for 1 month in 2012, and I've never been back to the U.S. since. I've got my Philippine driver's license, and when I go to other countries, I don't drive. Period. I have my Philippine license here. I've had it since 2011, long, long time. And I have a 10-year license right now. It's good for 10 years. So, okay, Fox. Yeah, he does. He doesn't like Ray. I know that. I forgot the guy's name. Anyway, he was in last night. He didn't say anything negative last night. He was only in for a minute. I went to his channel today. He didn't say anything negative, on his channel. He was talking positive, just wanted to get out of the port and go wherever he was going. I guess he had an appointment. And then, so he just seemed like just a normal guy until people do something he doesn't like. Then he goes off on him. We know a few people like that. SS, I'll jump on that real quick just because I use the Philippines as my address. And every year I need to have a proof of life letter and send it in. For those of you who maintain a U.S. address, you're not required to have a proof of life letter. Okay? U.S. address and bank account in the U.S. for your Social Security, you're not required to have a proof of life letter. But for me in the Philippines, I live here, my home record, my address is here, Social Security, the embassy knows my children get Social Security here, their bank accounts are here. So I just do it the right way, and I just fill out my proof of life letter, mail it right into the embassy. This year I mailed it right to the embassy because I was supposed to mail it to Pennsylvania. There you go, Scott. You got his name. Yeah, that's him, Frank. This year they allowed us to mail to the U.S. Embassy because there was a big fiasco with the new laws that were passed in the U.S. So Phil Post was having issues with U.S. Postal Service. So they said, if you mail it in the Philippines through the mail service, it's never going to get to Pennsylvania. They realized that. So they said, just send it into the embassy. So I hope it was good enough. It worked out great. And I hope they allow it every year. I just went to LBC. I filled out 3 7161 forms, one for Mike and one for Ella, one for MJ. And then I filled out my 7162 form for myself. Filled them out. Your wife is a representative on the 7161s, so I have her sign them. You don't need to sign any documents for your children when you're in the Philippines and they start getting Social Security. That falls on your wife. The wife is a representative, not you. The bank account is in her name and the children's name, not yours. They won't allow you to put it in your name. Okay? I don't know what they would do if you were a single parent. That I don't know. I never tried that way. But I know they told me, no, sir, you cannot be the representative. Your wife is the representative for your children. So the bank account goes into her and their name. So we had to go to the bank. We're getting back to banking here in a second, guys. I'm rolling right back into it. We had to get bank accounts for US dollar because Social Security is paid in dollar. And then we had to get them, they had their own savings peso account. So we had their savings peso account. We opened a dollar account. Social Security money goes in dollar. When the rate is good, we go in, we pull the dollar, make it into peso, put it in the peso savings account. So that's how the bank now. Let's go back, catch up on comments, and we'll go back to banking. How we get into bank, how we do it with our ACRI card, and what we need to go through to get a bank account. And then once we have it, what we need to do to maintain that bank account. Because it's not like just put your money in and let it sit. It's if you don't touch it, they'll take away your account and your money. So we'll get into that in a minute. Chan says, hey, has anyone checked out Chan? Okay, let's go into that a little bit in the bank in a minute, Fox. BDO best, question mark, land bank, question mark. We'll get into banks in just a minute. Deleted mic because by the time you get to it, it won't make sense. Why, Scuba? Scuba? Why'd you retract your message? I would have got to you. Okay. So anyway, Nobody checked Boink out yet for me, huh? And the other was Chan. If you guys give me a heads up on that. Michael, if you do visit U.S., should we renew U.S. license while here? Address for SS. We just went into that. Michael, if you're going to maintain a U.S. address and a U.S. bank account, then you don't have to worry about your proof of life. That's an advantage. But I didn't do it. I do it all here. My contact, I write to fbu.manila@ss.gov or whatever it is, the email address, and I can give you the exact address if you guys need it. In fact, I might just do that right now because at some point you're going to need it. You guys could jot that down. Let me jump out of the chat real quick. All right, it's fbu.manila@ssa.gov. Okay, so now you know. That is the email address you guys should be using. And I'll bring that up real quick here for you. I'll type it right in the chat and then you guys can have it as a reference. So when you do come to the Philippines, it's going to be easy for you to contact the SS office. They're so responsive. 2 to 3 days, they respond to you. That's how quick they are. They're really, really good about it. I have no issues with SS here. So let's go into my live and I'll type it in there for you guys. So it's FBU dot Manila at ssa.gov. Can't even type tonight. There you go. Okay, it's at the bottom of the chat, guys. I'll get down there, I'll pin it. There we go. Bottom of the chat, guys. There you go. It's pinned for you. fbu.manila@ssa.gov. There you go. Scott even typed it there also. Manila@ssa.gov. Let me turn that down now. There you go. Scott even typed it there also. Got my phone on. Okay. Scott says, Frank, yep, that was him. Definitely a troll has multiple channels and trolls Ray Dog. He does. A lot of people don't like him because he trolls everybody. Some guy named Barry who's really all over that guy's ass. He's happy the guy's in jail. The guy's been in jail for like 3 years now. I don't even know what's going on with Barry. I was trying to figure it out today. What did this guy Barry do to piss him off, you know? Mika says you could open a personal website under your name to write about travel experience in the Philippines, so it may reach a wider audience. Mickey, I am too busy. Thank you so much. Maybe you and I can work together. You open the website, you take the transcripts from my experiences, we'll turn it in. That might work. Chance, all right, thank you. They're both kids, okay. So got that, great, got that. Bro, I just wanted to check, have you included a PayPal link in the channel description? No, Mickey, I haven't done it yet. I couldn't figure out how to make a link from my PayPal account. I need to figure that out. I went to where it told me to go see it, so I got to go through that with somebody while I'm on my phone when I have time. And today I didn't have time. I was so busy with all the other things I had going on, fixing the print and going to the school meeting and raining all day. You know, I had to take my daughter to school and her friends in the morning, and then took her friends with her at lunchtime back to school, and just run. I got a video posting up right now. I walked out to the beach, about a 30-minute video, where I took MJ to school this morning at about 7:30, almost 8. Walked him down there.
Papa, tomorrow we need to get the car pambalot, my car. Mama,
It's not
ordered
coming
for
tomorrow.
me.
It's not coming for 5 days, son. Relax, please. Yes, John Hoover, 100%. That is who I bank with. Navy Federal Credit Union, or USAA, are very, very good. Okay, I use Navy Federal, and I really like them. I've been with them for, wow, over 30 years, 35 years, I think. I've been with Navy Federal a long, long time. And I won't give that bank up. That's a great bank to be in. I used to have USAA and Navy Federal, but I gave up USAA and now I just have Navy Federal. I don't need two banks. They're basically the same. Eventually, I expect the Navy Federal is going to be back in the Philippines too. Right now, the nearest Navy Federal for you guys, if you want to go to Navy Federal, in the branch is in Singapore. That is the nearest one to us, to where we live. here in the Philippines. I've been to that branch in Singapore before, and I even did my deers. I signed the deers for the children there too. But no, I didn't get the PayPal link. So now we're at the bottom of the chat. Let's continue on with the banks, guys. Best bank. My personal preference and who I hate. Okay, I hate BDO. All right, Fox. I despise BDO. They're a piece of crap. They allowed my ex-girlfriend to go into my bank account and strip everything out of my bank account. I hate BDO. Okay, I was stupid enough to go in there with her when I signed the account up. So they knew that she's with me, just gave her access right to my account, boom, all my money's gone. I hate BDO. Okay, I like Metro Bank because that's who I bank with. I love Metro Bank. We have China Bank, Metro Bank, PNB. We have an offshoot of BPI, a subsidiary of BPI there in Masbate City, but we don't have a BPI. There used to be an RCBC, but I think there's one RCBC still in Masbate now. But I bank with Metro Bank, and when I go to Manila or Makati or Cavite, my main branch is in Cavite, and I wanted to change it we're dealing with Metro Bank in several regards. We have our business account, okay? Our business account is dollar and peso for the business. Essential Efficiency Enterprise is my company, okay? We established it here in the Philippines. So we have dollar and peso for that because we deal in dollar and peso. We deal in international currency. The guys in Thailand, my distributors in Thailand, India, Malaysia, all the other places, they send me dollar. Okay, USD. So that comes in as dollar. Then we convert to peso to use our portion of it. And the rest of the dollar we send directly over to the manufacturer because they are they're a USA manufacturer. So all of our products from that company are US dollar. It works out perfect. So I make all my distributors deal in dollar when it comes to that company. When it comes to the other products, Cold Plus and several other products, we have another distributor for. We let him deal in peso. We do the conversion. It's a fair conversion at daily rate, whatever the rate is for that day. If I wrote a contract, for example, for you, and I say, okay, today is 59.13 exchange rate, right? But the buy rate is 59.25, I'm going to charge you the buy rate, 59.25, because that's what I got to buy the dollar at. If you pay me in peso, I got to turn that into dollar so I can send it to the U.S. So you get kind of messed up by trying to do a conversion for a distributor, and then if 7 days go by, I tell them 7 days is null and void because the exchange rate changes too much. You can't give a guy exchange rate of 59.13 and then turn around in 3 days and it's 58.5. You're screwed out of a lot of money. It adds up quick when you start exchanging money. So we do a lot of exchange money. There you go. You see it straight from Charm also. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to the chat. Glad you could come in. Charm says, BDO is no good. Her cousin found out that all his savings in BDO, zero balance. A lot of people complain about BDO. Okay. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming in, Kayla. So let's talk about banks and what actually happens in the bank. Okay, you go into the bank and you say, I'd like to open a bank account. They say, are you a resident or a citizen? You say, I have an ACRI card. I am under tourist ACRI card. But I'd like to open a bank account, but I intend to stay here. Will you honor my ACRI card? If they say, no, sir, I'm sorry, we can't, walk out. Go to Bank of Commerce, I think BPI. I don't know if Metro Bank will do it. I showed them my residency card. They might have done it under a tourist, because I'm married, live here, and they might have done it for me. But I didn't have a tourist one to show them. So that I don't know the answer to that. But I would say if you have an ACRI card, there's a good chance you're going to get a bank account. Okay, that shows that you've established that you're here because you can't get that until you have been here. Okay, they don't just hand it to you the first day you walk in the door. Isa likes PNB. Okay, PNB is okay. BPI is okay. The thing I don't like about BPI, you go in the bank, you got to go over to a machine. You got to tell the machine why you're there. It's going to spit a number out. Okay. It's going to give you a number, and you got to wait and just sit down and have a seat until they call that number out. And you got, 10 tellers or 5 tellers, 10 stations, 5 tellers, that are working. And it takes forever to get through that bank. Metro Bank, I walk in, I'm a senior, I walk in, go to the senior line. Even with my wife's transactions or my transactions, either one doesn't matter. I just take them right up to the clerk on the senior line, hand them to him. We go have a seat. Or I'll just say, look, we're going to go to lunch. We'll be back in a couple hours. We'll go to lunch. Relax. Let the bank do the thing. We'll come back. It's all done. Collect your money. Go home, Richard Jones, broccoli time. I wish I had some good old broccoli right now, Richard. Wow. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? Philippines with Mike. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Mike. It's Mike. I was over chatting with Philippines Mike today, guys. He has a great channel. He was doing charades, actually, and people were having a good time with the charades. Having a good time with it. Kayla says, I'm great, Scott. Thank you. Jimmy John, hello. Hello, Jimmy John. Hello, Kayla. Says, how are you doing? Doing great. So let's jump back into banking real quick. So you're going to go into the bank. You're going to say you want to open a bank account. They're going to say, okay, fill out this form. You fill out the form they want you to fill out. Okay, be honest about everything on the form. And then they're going to hand you 3 cards. They want you to write your signature 3 times on each card. That's your signature cards. Okay, they keep on record. So no matter where you're at in the Philippines, any bank you go into, let's say I need to go to a Metro Bank and I'm in Makati, like I was. Charmin, I wanted to go in there and we wanted to conduct the transaction because the money had been processed from Thailand. We needed to go ahead and send his money to the US to get his order going, right? So even though our bank branch is in Cavite, we live in Masbate, we were in Makati. So it doesn't matter. But what does matter is when you go into the bank to do your transaction, even if it's something as simple as to withdraw $100, okay, or 50,000 pesos, no matter what your transaction is for, they got to call your bank, okay? You got a special form you got to fill out to do the dollar to peso conversion rate if you got a dollar account. It's just, it can be a little time consuming. So that's why you want to go in, you want to give them your documents, have everything properly filled out, and just tell them, look, I'm going to go to lunch. I'll be back in a little while. Let them handle contacting the other branch and taking care of all that and getting your money ready for you. I usually just tell them, look, I have the form filled out for dollar. Withdraw a dollar, transfer to peso is another form you fill out. So you have your those there, and then the one at the bottom says, do not sign unless you're in the teller's presence. So what I do is, while I'm there in front of her, I say, I'm going to go ahead and sign this. She says, okay, sir. I sign it and then give it to her. And everything's already signed and done. When I come back, she's just got my money ready. All she does is put it to the machine so I can see it count, rolls it, puts it back in the holders, and hands my money to me, and out I go. So it's very quick and easy when I do it that way. But the bank must always contact your branch. No matter what bank you go into, they're going to do it because they want to verify your signature. And only your main branch has got your signature. So it's nice having my Social Security and I have a dollar account for Social Security that goes into. So I have a USD account. I have an ATM peso savings account, and I have an ATM debit card account. You can't do a debit on your savings. That's a passbook account. See, so you have a passbook for dollar, passbook for peso savings, and then you have an ATM card for your other account. Now let's talk about minimum requirements. For a dollar account, most banks' minimum requirement is you must maintain 500 US dollars in the bank. Okay? 500 US dollars must be maintained. Peso account is 10,000 for my peso ATM account, and it's 2,000 for my peso savings account. Okay, so you have a lesser amount in your savings account than you do in your ATM debit card account, and then you must maintain all of those balances. So if you take it out less than that balance, automatically you start getting fees, and if you don't watch it, all your money's gonna be gone real quick. Coming to the next point. If you don't touch your money, if you put money in your bank account and you don't withdraw any, you don't put any in, it's just sitting there, it's not allowed here. Okay? They will close your account. So I lost 180,000 pesos in my corporate account for my corporation because the guy who was handling the money, it was a two-signature account, me and him. And he died. So now it's a one-signature account, but I don't have all his documents saying he died. See? And by the time I would have gotten it, basically what we did is we shut the corporation down. And so we ended up losing money because we didn't have him to countersign, take the money out. We just said, screw it. I'm not going to go through all those legal battles to get 180,000. Shut the corporation down, done with it. So now I don't have a corporation anymore. I just have a sole proprietor company with my wife as the owner. Anyway, that's enough personal information to me. I'll get on back to the banks. Bank parking is atrocious in this country. Usually you have to park away from the bank and then walk to it in most cases because the parking lot's always full. The lines are long. The ATM lines are always long. Your minimum you can withdraw, or the maximum you can withdraw in any day from a debit card, in most banks is 50,000. There are some banks now, I think BDO is one of them. You're limited to 40,000 pesos per day. That's the maximum you can withdraw. Right, Charm? 40,000 now? Charm? Charm knows. She's a BDOer. Metro Bank. Now, the difference is you can walk in the bank. You can fill out the documents to withdraw your money. You can withdraw all your money. Don't withdraw it all unless you're shutting your account down. Leave the required minimum there. But you can withdraw all your money over the counter. I don't care if you got 5 million. Let them know in advance, I'll be back tomorrow, have the money for me. So they can order the money, and if they don't carry it there. All your money will be there. You can withdraw your money. But you need your passbook. Gotta have your passbook. You don't go to a bank without a passbook. They're not even gonna talk to you. You go to the counter, you don't have a passbook? Sorry, sir, go get your passbook. That's simple, okay? Your ATM debit card account, you have to have your ATM debit card to go up to the counter if you're going to withdraw a large amount, or you go withdraw it out of the machine. But again, you're limited on how much you can take out. 50,000 pesos is Metro Bank, and I believe BDO is 40,000. 40,000 pesos divided by 59 today. Whatever, 49,000 divided by 59. That's about 677 US dollars you can withdraw. They don't give you a lot of money here. And your money here is now guaranteed for 1 million. Before, when I first got my bank account here, my money was only guaranteed for 250,000. Then they upped it to 500,000. Now your money is guaranteed up to 1 million. So what I tell people is this: don't keep more than 1 million in any one bank. Open up more bank accounts. You know, that's the way you can do it. You can open up multiple bank accounts. You have different account numbers, and don't put more than 1 million in it. If that's all they're going to guarantee you, you're not going to get your money back. If they shut down, and I don't trust the banks as far as I can throw them, if they shut down, your money's gone. Anything over that maximum they're going to pay out is gone. Tough for you. Be smart about your money, guys. Invest in gold. That's what I do. I get interest from mindsets. We get interest too, but what they want you to do, Kayla, is they want you to move money. They want you to put more money in. Grow your account. Don't just put in 1 million pesos and let it sit. 1 year of sitting, no more account. They shut it down. And that's what happens to people here. They lose their money. They go OFW. They put money in the bank. They got it in the bank. They don't withdraw it. They don't put any more in. They're OFW. They're sending money back to their families. They're not using their bank account. They don't do it. It sits stagnant. 1 year goes by, boom, their balance is zero. They got no account. It's gone. It's literally gone. The banks get rich out here. I wish Fortune was in here because Fortune knows a lot about banking. He works at RCBC. Very tiny text to read terms and conditions. Yeah, Mickey, everyone does terms and conditions in very, very tiny, tiny, the smallest font they can print, you know? But I don't know. I don't read them. Does anybody read them? Seriously? What was the bank doing when account holder's balance turned to zero? Shut down. No more. No, they're not responsible for anything. You're responsible for your money. Okay, this is the Philippines now. Me and Uncle Ray was talking. He said he was feeling under the weather and may go live later. Okay. Yeah, Ray's not feeling so good. He really Steve's got the same thing, Scuba Steve. There's something going around. Steve's sick right now. He's got the same thing as Ray had. I don't know if he doesn't have the cough yet, and the sore throat, and the runny nose, but Steve's got the rest, the stomach problems. And I don't know where he got it from, but I know he and Lenny went to a party. And Steve, that's where I think you might have picked it up when you guys went to that other party, if you ate some of the food there. And learn, guys, eat your wife's cooking, or your girlfriend's cooking, or your housekeeper's cooking, but don't go eating everybody else's cooking. And it's very dangerous in some parts of the Philippines. If they want to take you out, they know a lot about poison in this country, guys. A lot about poison. So just be aware of that. Don't go out drinking with the boys and using the same shot glass and water glass. I know. Den, you here? Where's Den? Where is Den? Check his room, please. Somebody's calling Den.
Here.
Okay, he's not here.
Ano?
Hi, Jimmy John, everybody. Okay.
Happy.
So anyway, we're talking about banking. I don't know. I'm sure Philippine Mike knows about banking also. He's been here a while. Yes, let's talk about other alternative to banking, guys, that I use. I use Gcash. I use Maya, both of those, Maya, and Gcash. And I've even been known to use the Palawan, the Cebuana, the Imla out in town. Hey, he's in Makati. Scott's over in Iloilo area right now, Mike. So Scott says, I use Wise. I don't use Wise. I wanted to use Wise, and I wanted to use Zoom. But Zoom is recognized by Navy Federal Credit Union. However, when you're in the Philippines, forget it. They won't let you use it. You cannot use Zoom. There's a lot of things you can't use for your U.S. bank account if you're in the Philippines. There's something about the Philippines. It's just, they look at this country as a crooked country. Okay? That's how they look at it. That's how they view it. And so there's all these programs with the Philippines they don't want to honor. If it's money going to the Philippines, no. You know, you can use Western Union. I do bank wire transfer from my Navy Federal Credit Union. And that's even a pain in the butt. Because I'll tell you what happens. Now I got it set up where it's a lot easier. It used to be I get on Skype. And I would call on Skype. And then we go through the procedure at the credit union, everything you got to do. And then they have to call you back on your phone number of record. Whatever phone number you have of record.
Doggy want to eat.
Well, I think he already ate. Maybe
No,
get some rice for
hungry.
him. Get some rice for him.
You.
I'm not getting no rice for the dog. They want a dog, take care of it. So, what? I know, but he's a fat little guy. Maybe he is hungry.
Somebody's hungry again.
Then get some rice. Micah, get some rice in the bowl, please. Okay, never mind, Mama said.
Hungry again.
Okay, fine, let him go hungry.
Crying.
Tough. Shh.
He's always crying.
Let him man up. Boy, he's such a disruptor. The kid. Every single time I'm on a topic, he blows me away. So we're back on John Hoover said, it's like Ukraine and Romania, which is on the banking blacklist, makes using some bank debit cards very problematic. It certainly does. It certainly does, John. That's why it's good to have your PayPal, your Gcash, and your PayMaya and Wise, things like that. It's good to have these other banking methods. Now, what I used to do is I would go in. Western Union charges $14.99, I think. That's what it is. $14.99. You can send up to whatever it is, 9,900 peso dollars, $9,900. Okay. The problem you got here is when you get here, the Western Union will say, "Sorry, sir, I don't have dollar." I'll tell you straight up, I don't have dollar. You cannot pick your remittance up here. So I have one in Masbate here that I can get dollar. I just have to wait because they deal with Metrobank also. They deal with Metrobank. Why don't we put the doggy outside? Huh? Let him go with Smokey. I gotta quiet down. So I used to do Western Union $14.99 a month. And then what I thought was, you know what? I'll just wait 2 months. Instead of sending the money through Western, I'm going to go ahead and go through my bank wire transfer. And I'll do a bank wire transfer. It costs me $25 and it's more secure, safer, faster, easier. I always get my dollar. Take the dog outside, please. They want a new puppy, and I can already see nobody wants to take care of the puppy. Ella, Micah, thank you. If you guys don't want to take care of that dog, we'll get rid of him now before you get attached. I said somebody take him outside. You guys give him some water to drink. Maybe he has no water, Micah. Put water in a pan.
Ella's the one playing with him all the time.
Put water in the pan. I know, here, right here. He has no water. I got the pan right here. I know he don't have no water. Faucet water. Evening, Michael. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for coming in. Evening, Brian. So, yeah, the Philippines has an issue with other countries, and so you need to figure out what works best for you. One thing John said he learned is that having a U.S. bank, you can access the SWIFT system for transfers. That's exactly what I do. I use the SWIFT system for transfers, and I transfer the money directly into my dollar account in the Philippines. And then they say, "Have you done this before?" "Yes, I have. Look at my record." They look at my bank account. They say, "Oh, yes, sir. I see. Every other month or every month or whatever, your money's going to the U.S., to the Philippines." "Okay, sir." They know it's me. They know it's my account. But they still got to make that phone call to me. So now what I do, I have my phone I'm chatting on, and I have this phone right here. The phone I'm chatting on is my phone number, but that's not my home of record phone number. My home of record number is my wife's phone. Why isn't that? That's weird. Wow. It's not charging. Oh, it's off. Okay. I'm trying to charge my other phone. This phone's not charging. There it goes. So my wife's phone is now my home of record number, right? So I'm talking to them on my Viber. I call them on Viber now. I got Viber out. Viber out, I pay like I did for Skype. I pay for a $20 plan, and it lasts forever. A long, long time. The call, I don't know the rate for the calls. They're really, really cheap. So I can, hide all my shoes, exactly, my slippers and everything. Here we go with another puppy. Just got the one to not chew everything up, and here we go with another one. So anyway, what I do is God, I keep losing my train of thought with you guys. We're talking about the banking crap. But I give them the phone number of Charmed, and they call her, and it's easy to do it. They call her phone, it rings, I answer it. "Yes, this is Michael White. Yes, I'm the one who's authorizing to transfer money. Yes, I am. Thank you very much." Then they go back to the original call, which is on my Viber, and they pick it up, and here I'm back on Viber with them. So it's really, really easy. And the Viber is about, I think, like 0.02 something cents per minute. Very, very cheap. Maybe 10 cents a minute. I don't know. It's extremely cheap. That $20 lasts you a long time. And I've been on calls with Navy Federal for 30 minutes before you get through and get your transaction completed. So always remember that. If you're going to use Viber out, it's good. There are a lot of call services these days. They went to one called Team. Skype went to one called Team. I signed up for it, but nothing carried over. All my money that was on Skype, gone. Totally poof. So they shut Skype down. It goes all your money. So you want to sign up for Team, do it all over again. Sign up and send them money. I said, out with it. I already had Viber out. And Viber out is really, really clear. Okay, so you guys coming here, download the Viber app because Viber to Viber, just like Messenger to Messenger, is free. You can call anybody you want that has Viber. So if your friends or relatives have the Viber app and you have the Viber app, it's totally free to call them. Call them, send pictures, send video, whatever. It's totally free on Viber, as long as it's another Viber customer, Viber app holder. Okay? Yeah, put them out of reach. Last time we had a pup, we lost about 6 pairs. That's what happens, Brian. Sure does. 1 pair of Oakley sunglasses, 1 wallet, and all my cars. Oh my God. I'd have killed that dog. He wouldn't even be my dog anymore. That'd have been the last thing he ever did. No, you can't do that. You got to deal with it, you know? Alternate account. Yo, I saw you come in before. Thank you very much for coming in. Coco is a good name. Yeah, he's kind of a cocoa color. Maybe that's a good name. Says, are you good at trolling? I'm no good at trolling. I'm not a troller. If I go into the other channels, I'm too nice. I'm not a troller. I don't troll. No need for that. And Viber will do in text translation also. Yeah. You guys, Viber is a damn good app. I recommend it to everybody. If you don't have Viber, get it. Second app I'd highly recommend everybody to get is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an encrypted app. Okay, it's a good app to have. WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I'm going to pin some of you guys up right now. I want you guys to get some. I'm going to put Gio up here right now. Bang. Let's give Gio some love. Get some guys subscribing to his channel if you haven't. Some little folks, I mean monkeys roaming around and mostly kicking the garbage can. I'll be back. Yeah, I don't even know where you're at, Mickey. I forgot where you said you were at. You got monkeys there, huh? That's pretty good. Alternate account. Thanks for coming back in. Really appreciate it. But no, I'm not a troll. I don't do trolling. Hello, JJ. Boy, it's been a while since we've seen you. I need to talk to you on WhatsApp in a little bit. When we get done with the live feed, I'll give you a call if you have time. Hi, Michael. I'm busy, but in the background supporting. Okay, thank you, JJ. And I'll, if you're not too busy, I'll give you a call in a little bit. Castaway Drift. What was or is for dinner, Michael? Boy. Shomai. They had shomai with some type of spicy sauce. This sauce here. And then they had they made up this garlic here. So you could take a shomai, dip it in the soy sauce, dip it into this crushed garlic here that they made, fried garlic, and on top of it, it's really, really good. So that was for dinner. I haven't really eaten tonight. I'm trying to lose a little weight. I got a little tummy on me I'm trying to get rid of. It's not a big one, but it's enough that it bothers me that I have it. I never wanted to look like my dad. My dad always had a big old tummy. He could set his plate right on his tummy and eat his food, you know. I don't want to look like that, but it seems like what I got is hereditary, and it's a freaking battle to keep the weight off. How many subs? I don't know. 1,900 something? Or 1,190, something like that. It's 1 something. Probably close to 1.2 now, getting there close to 1.2. It's growing slowly, you know, 1-2 subs. I think my live feed last night was like 3 hours. I got like 2 subs. The night before was like 3 hours or more, and I only got, I had no subs. I was kind of surprised. I got off and I said, wow, all these people that came in didn't even sub to me. Hint, hint, alternate account, go sub. Guys, I'll sub you back, okay? I just can't do it from here. But what I do is I see your sub in my subscribers. It says, and I'll subscribe right to you right there. I'll go through, I'll see that you subscribed to me because it'll show me you're my new subscribers and I'll just sub you right back. I do it every time. My phone never stops ringing in the morning when I wake up. Boy, all day long. Ding, 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 ding. All you people who go live, ding, 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 ding. New videos, new short, ding, 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 ding. My phone goes crazy all day long. One day, I don't know, it may turn the notifications off. I just kind of learned how to ignore them. Unless I'm ready to be online, then I can go in and see who I like. And, there they are. Boom. Click on them and go visit them for a little bit. I visited Gino this morning. I was over on his channel. I saw Philippine Mike. I even went to Paradise twice. I enjoyed watching what he was doing. He was at a port, very noisy. Wow. He was at a fishing, a ferry port, getting ready to travel. So I just like to, talk to everybody. Talk to Scott and Isa today quite a bit, and Scuba Steve. I have my regulars, people that I go and talk to and chat with. I didn't talk to Fox, but I didn't want to bother him too much. He's always so busy. I don't like interrupting his day unless it's very, very important. Right now, I have nothing important going on, so I don't like to bother him. Nice. I love Philippine curry chicken. So do I. That's good. We're going to be using screws, is what we're going to be using, Brian. Che prepares it perfectly, Brian. Very nice. It's interesting how some of the problems you face in the Philippines, I face in Ukraine. The world is very small, John. It's a very small world. And I have been to a number of countries. And you know what? The problems are always the same. We're just one people. We always have the same problems. Same issues, same problems. You go to countries, you got the same jealousy. It's like crazy, If you could name me one country that doesn't practice the crab mentality, I'd be shocked. I might move there. Because everywhere I've been in this country, it's the crab mentality. Nobody wants you to succeed, ever. You guys can watch your YouTube channels. You'll see it for yourselves. You get close to 50 subscribers, all of a sudden, boom, you're back down to 46 because somebody wants to take away the subscription because you're getting close to 50 and you're going to be able to go live. It's like, what is going on? Scott and I just said Nepal. Well, I may have to move there, Scott. Nepal. I hear it's pretty cold up there, isn't it? Isn't Nepal really cold? Isn't that the area promoted? Oh, I wish. Wouldn't that be awesome? We haven't been to 50, ever. I've never been to 50 likes in my channel, guys, ever. And that's with maybe if I stayed on longer than 3 hours. But boy, after 3 hours, I'm like, my eyes are wanting to shut. I start yawning, like you see. I try to hold back my yawn so you guys don't see it, But it's tiring after a while. It really does. Earthquake shelter, too. Scott says, yes, it is. Do you think crab mentality was worse or better in the 90s? I think what do you consider worse or better? The 90s were an era that was, it was tough. It really was tough, the 90s. But I think crab mentality today, with social media going on, I think it's much worse than it ever was, ever before in the history of time. Yeah, there you go. Scott says the internet makes it worse. Just what I'm saying too. Hair's a bit thin. I don't get along with yaks. So I probably won't go to Nepal either. If the hair's too thin for me. For him, it's probably too thin for me too. Yeah. I think it's gotten worse. Yeah, I believe so. Because social media, it's just made it horrible to do things. You start a business. Let's talk about business in the Philippines, guys. Talk about crab mentality. Anyway, the business in the Philippines. I've already been in several businesses in the Philippines, and people saying, well, how can you do it? I don't see a way to do it. Very difficult to do business in the Philippines. It's because you got to already know up front there's crab mentality. You build your business in such a way that it can't be stolen. It can't be duplicated. If you're building a business that's already here, or you're building a business and copying somebody else, then of course somebody's going to copy you. So if you're going to build a business in the Philippines, build a business that nobody has. And you think, well, they got everything. No, they don't. I did it. And there's plenty of room where the same way I did it, that anybody can build a business. Okay? I'll give you how you do it. It's very, very simple. Think outside the box. Find a product that's not in the Philippines. Find that product that you know. You guys have been all over the world. You guys have, like John's been in Ukraine. Most of you have been in the US, Australia, New Zealand. You've been places. You know what you have there, and you know what's not here or not available here. Okay. If it's a good product, like in what I'm dealing with is energy efficiency, energy reduction, water reduction, fuel reduction. Okay. I'm there to help people reduce all of those items, reduce the consumption of those items. Okay. I'm here to help protect the environment and reduce the consumption of those items. That's what my business was built on. Okay. So I went out and I found items that were not in the Philippines. I found the manufacturers dealing with energy efficiency products, and their products were not represented in the Philippines. So I contacted manufacturers. Okay. Told them, hey, I want to represent your product. You don't know me, I don't know you. Give me an opportunity to sell your product. I'd like to be the salesperson for your product in the Philippines. And we set up an agreement, make an agreement with them, set it up. And then after a period of time, if you've done well, you can be an exclusive distributor for them. Nobody wants to give exclusivity to a stranger. They don't want to say, here, Mike, you're going to be my exclusive distributor of Scale Blaster and Clearwater Pool products from the USA. Nobody's going to say that to you. They don't want an exclusive. They don't want to lock in one person who can screw their company by not allowing sales to happen. Okay? So you're not going to get that. You're going to get a distributorship, an authorized distributorship. And then if you have a good company you're dealing with, a good, honest, straightforward company like the ones I deal with, if somebody from the Philippines contacts their sales department, they send the email to me. I field the email, I respond to them. I'm your representative in the Philippines, or I'm your wholesaler. We have 2 distributors here. Here's the distributor nearest to you. Please contact them. If you have any questions you need to have me answer, feel free to come back to me at any time. That's how I treat my customers. And I grew the business. My first business I started was in 2013 was our first DTI. And through the Department of Trade and Industry, it was called EcoCool Ice Cold Technology. That was my first company here in the Philippines with Charm. Charm is the owner. Sole proprietor company, Charm's the owner. So we got a DTI, we got the BIR, we did all the bookkeeping, got the mayor's permits, got everything we needed. We were a legit company, okay? We started in Rojas, but we quickly moved it from there over. Our first office location was in Naga. We moved it to Naga City from Rojas. So we really established in Naga, but we were only there 3 months in Naga and we moved. Okay, so when you move, you got to move your company, of course. You don't want to leave it out in left field somewhere when you move. So we moved over to Calamba. We didn't transfer it then. We waited till we got to Las Piñas. Then we transferred the company. We had the DTI. It's good for 5 years. At the 5-year point, you can renew your DTI. And if you don't, basically your sole proprietor company is gone. If you don't renew the DTI, you don't have a company. Okay? It's over with. So we renewed the DTI and changed the company name in 2018. So this was 2013. When we did the renewal in 2018, 5 years later, we changed our company name to Essential Efficiency Enterprise, which is our company today. We've kept this company. It's an ongoing company from the one I started in 2013. And this one was established in March of 2018. So we've kept this company going right through the pandemic. We've survived. Our company has made it right through. We're still here. We're still in business. We're still doing well. It's a recurring business company. Our products, you have to buy product to keep the product that you bought from us going. It's like buying a printer and having to buy ink to keep it going. Okay, very similar type of business setup. So yeah, I want to help people solve problems, Gio. And yeah, very nice. But everyone comes to the Philippines and says you can't work. You can't work on a tourist visa. You can't work on a visitor visa. So don't even do it. If you want to work, get a company who will hire you as a consultant, okay, and then go apply for a 9G visa. I did it in 2014. The way you apply for a 9G visa is, first of all, you go to DOLE, Department of Labor and Employment, and you file for a TIN number. A TIN number is your work number. An ITIN number is an international TIN. Okay? That's like your social security number in the US. It's like similar to that.
Our dog is okay.
Okay, good. So then you get your ITIN number, that's the first step. Then you have to fill out the application for the 9G at DOLE. Okay? You have to have a contract from a company. The company's going to write a contract for you to work for them. Okay? You're going to go there, you're going to show your contract, you're going to fill out the application for the 9G, or fill out the application to work for a permit, and you have to put a newspaper article that runs for 3 weeks. And mine ran in, what was it? The big Manila newspaper. I had to run it for 3 weeks. It wasn't Phil Star, it was the other one, the Manila Enquirer, or whatever it is. Manila whatever. So I had to run a 3-week article saying that I was being hired by this company. Okay. Then you take all that. Once you're done with that, you take all that to immigration. That's where you're actually going to do your filing for your 9G visa through immigration. So you got to fill out their application forms, apply for the 9G, and then wait for your name to appear for your 9G visa to be approved. That's how you do a 9G. Pain in the butt, not easy. Okay. If you go with your girlfriend or your wife, you get married and you go out of country, come back in as a balikbayan, you cannot work. Okay? You cannot work because you don't have a residency visa. Then you can do what a lot of guys do. They file for SRRV. SRRV, you file it through the PRA, Philippine Retirement Authority. PRA will then process your application, process your documents. It can take up to 2 years, as long as up to 2 years to get your SRRV approved. Once it's approved, meantime, you're still on visitor visa, guys. So once your SRRV is approved, then you have a retirement visa, then you can work. Okay, it's for retirement, but you can start a business with SRV. You can get a bank account with SRV. You can do everything. It opens the doors to you in the Philippines. It opens the door like a residence. It's a residency visa is really what it is. So I have a 13A, which is a permanent resident visa. And when you first apply for a permanent resident visa, the first one you're applying for is a probationary. It's a purple card. Okay. The tourist is a gold card. Then I don't remember what 9G is, but the residency 13A, probationary is purple. When you get your permanent, it's gold color again. So my permanent resident visa is a gold card. What's nice about a permanent resident visa is it never expires. Permanent resident visa doesn't expire. Only the card expires. The ACRI card is only good for 5 years. Okay, then they want you to come in and renew it, do your biometrics, renew your card. It costs you about 9,000 pesos, everything, all in. And you get a new ACRI card, it's good for another 5 years. So every 5 years you have to go renew it. But your residency, the only way that's terminated is if you get an annulment or a divorce from the woman you married. Legal separation, termination of marriage, then you must immediately, when you separate, the day you walk out the door, she walks out the door, right then is when you need to go file for visitor visa. You're not supposed to wait. Okay, you got to go and notify them immediately. You have a certain short, I think it's 30 days window that you need to notify them that you're separated. You're no longer married. Because separation is no longer married in this country. So as soon as you get separated, you need to go file and get back on tourist visa again, visitor visa, and go through the wickets of that. That's the law here. Okay, so follow the law, guys. I recommend you always follow the law. Don't break the law. If you have any questions about anything I'm saying, don't take it all for gospel, guys, even though what I've told you is exact, honest truth. Go to immigration and read about it yourself. Go check on all the laws yourself, okay? Get it clear in your mind of what you're going to do, what you want to do here in the country. Probationary visa takes about 3 months. Well, you do the application, and it's going to take you 3 to 4 months before your name comes out on the list of the immigration list saying your 13A probationary has been approved. Then you take your name's on the list, you go to immigration again, and you pay and you get your ACRI card, your probationary card. Okay? So everything you've done up to that point, all the documents, your letter requesting to become a resident, your wife's letter, your passport, her passport, everything you submit gets returned to you. And what I recommend you do is immediately make another copy, because everything you submit for probationary residency visa, you have to do it again for the permanent a year later, 9 months later, whatever. That lets you do it up to 9 months. You go 9 months as probationary, then you can go back, get the application, fill it out, submit everything, because you know it's not going to be approved till 3 to 4 months down the road. So your year is gone, your probationary year is gone, okay, in a sense. So at the 9 month point, go file for your permanent resident visa, do all the paperwork again, go to the interview again, do everything again. Everything is done again. And then once it's approved through the judge that you see at immigration, then you got to wait another 4 months, name to come out on the list, then go into immigration and get your permanent residency card, your gold card. Pay for that and get it. Okay, so prices vary. So I just know what I paid. When did I do mine? A year ago, I did mine in Legazpi, and my cost was almost $9,000. All right, now another thing's coming up, guys, and we're right in the middle of it right now. Those of you with ACRI cards that are in this country right now, between January 1, it's already passed, and March 1, this 2 month window, you must go to immigration and file your annual report with them. You can do it online. I did it online last year. I think you're still allowed to do it online. If you go to immigration and do it, it's 310 pesos at the immigration office. I don't know if you have to have an appointment, because a year ago, you needed an appointment to get in to do that. So you might want to check immigration laws on that if you're going to do a walk-in to do your annual report. What are the requirements? Do you need to make an appointment and keep that appointment? How are they running it these days? Because I don't know. I'm planning to look up and do mine online. And I'm glad I just reminded myself of it. Because get it done. I got to get it done too. I have a permanent residency card. And if you do the virtual one online, have a polo shirt or a collar shirt on. Don't go in there with a t-shirt. They won't even see you. They'll make you reschedule. They want you to be respectful, as if you're walking in immigration and talking to the officer right in front of them, So be respectful, dress accordingly, follow their dress code, dress nice, and for your virtual or for your walk-in, whichever one you're going to do. So I don't know, maybe we'll take a boat ride to Legazpi. We might just do that. I was talking to someone about Legazpi today. We're talking about how to get over there, the fast craft and scheduling, because if you're going to, like I'm in Masbate, there's no immigration here, so we're kind of screwed. But the way to do Legazpi is go to Masbate City, get a fast craft ticket. Let's say you get it for the 6 a.m. boat. And while you're standing right there, buy the 4 p.m. boat ticket back. So you have a round trip ticket. If you don't do that, you're going to find yourself without a seat on the boat coming back. And you might end up spending the night till 3 o'clock in the morning catching the slow ferry back. Because once the fast craft quits running, and they book up quick. So that's what I recommend. You buy a ticket going, buy your ticket coming back immediately at the time slot you're going to come back. And it gives you a permanent, okay, it takes me 2.5 hours by boat to get to Pilar. It takes an hour to get from Pilar to Legazpi on the van. I take care of my immigration. It takes 30 minutes. Have something to eat. So by the time you get there, it's already lunchtime, right? And say you got the 6 o'clock boat, you'll be there at 8:30. It's 9:30 when you get to Legazpi. 10:30 when you finish your immigration. You go have lunch, catch the van, go back. There's another hour, and you catch the 4 o'clock. You're there. You can sit back in Pilar, relax, and catch the 4 o'clock fast craft. So That's the way you should plan it, and that's the way you should do it, is always buy a return ticket if they allow it. Don't get stuck over there. Like Charm and I almost did. That was terrible. Anyway, we got back. Let's see. Ekoi. Ekoi. I don't even know you. Who are you, Ekoi? I've never seen you before. How you doing, Ekoi? Jen Marai says, good evening, everyone. Hi, Jen. Skinny Gorilla Mike. Another Mike says, what's up, bud? Hello, Skinny Gorilla. We have so many mics in my chat. It's awesome. We have Philippine Mike, Skinny Mike. We got Castaway, Drift Mike. We got a lot of mics in here. Hello, I saw you in the other chat. I was in there today. Thanks for coming in. Skinny Gorilla says, Gio, John Hoover. Mike, for someone new to the Philippines, would you recommend getting my immigration attorney to get you through all this? I did it in Ukraine to save me so much time and headache. Highly recommend it. I did my permanent resident visa, the probationary and permanent. I did it through one attorney. It cost me 15,000 pesos. She was there for both times. So for 15,000. So yeah, I recommend it. You might not get it as cheap as I did, but if you just don't want to hassle with it, she'll prepare all the letters, the documents, everything will be prepared for you. All you got to do, she'll even be there when you go in for the interview. She'll be at immigration with you, your attorney. You go in, do your interview, wait until you're called, go into your interview and you're done. Then you just got to go back and pick your card up. She's done. Then when you do the permanent one, she does the same thing again. All the paperwork's all prepared for you. Boom, gets submitted. She goes there. She's there for the interview. You come out. Wait another month, 3 months to get your name on the list. Another month, go get your card. Good to go. Attorney saves you a lot of headache, guys. It's really worth it. Traveling vlog, thank you. Hello, thanks for coming in. Hey, John, quick question. What's the women like in Ukraine? Are they wife material? I heard they are. But the days of passport bros is over. Better bring game. Yeah. Gotta be a lover. Sorry, I'm new to this. What do you mean by game? Oh, my goodness. Gotta be a lover, not a fighter. Gotta be handsome, good looking, have your act together, have some kind of income or a job. They're looking for the real deal. They're looking for a man. Being a foreigner's not enough. Yeah, you can't be out of shape, be financially stable, good grooming style. There you go. I just nailed it all. Lynn, good evening, Mike and Charm. Thank you, Lynn V, for coming in. Good evening to you and Ray. Thanks for coming in. Thanks so much. You guys have any more questions about...
I miss you, Len.
She says, I miss you, Lynn. Charm's over here yelling at you behind me.
Miss you, Len. You're back here again, Len.
She says, come back here again, Lynn. Anyways, you guys didn't even get to go on the boat. We didn't have a boat in the water then. We got a boat in the water now. I think you guys would enjoy a boat ride. Take you out when there's some. Yeah. Would be really cool if we can plan a trip over to Gigante Island. That'd be a lot of fun.
But I see my teddy bear.
You want to see your teddy bear? There's your teddy bear. And you. Bye-bye. Go away. You disrupt me so much. I forget what I'm chatting about. Okay, go. Bye.
I miss the teddy bear.
Bedtime. School tomorrow, son.
I
Go.
miss the teddy bear.
Just go to bed. You got school tomorrow.
Yeah, I miss the teddy bear.
Go before I drink your milk. Get out of here.
Go to the bed.
Many Slavic women's job is turning billionaires into millionaires. There you go. That's just like Pinay's.
No.
Go to bed. They want to turn you from a billionaire to a millionaire. Of course. Right, Charm?
Mm-hmm.
Not my wife. My wife's making me into a millionaire. She doesn't want me to be a thousandaire anymore.
Thank you, Len.
No money means no honey, guys. You heard that
I don't
before?
think so. Michael's no money.
I have no money.
He always
Look at
spends
this.
in Shopee every day.
I got this-
Thousand.
I got this beautiful lady. I have no money.
Spend
How'd I
$1,000
do
a
that?
day.
How'd I
Hi,
find you with
Gio.
no
Good
money?
evening.
How'd I find you with no money?
I don't know.
You guys know this woman took care of me. I must have been a handsome devil back then.
He didn't have money.
I didn't have any money. She took me
My
in.
God.
She took care of me. She's the one who
I
hired
saw him
me.
in the street. Begging money.
No, we met online, guys. But really, seriously, we met on a dating site that's not even in existence anymore. It's gone. I looked it up one day. It was a Russian dating site called Mambu. I don't know what it was doing in the Philippines or how I found it, but I found it, she found it, and here we are. All these years, we've been together since 2011, 2012. Long time. Isn't she beautiful?
Universal problem.
Funny, that seems to be a universal problem. Yeah, it is. You got to have money, guys. No money, no honey. It's a universal problem for sure. Can I have one, please, hon?
You didn't know.
I want the sauce. This one? Is there any sauce left in there?
I have one bottle.
I'll do it this way. All right, this is what I was talking about, guys. You get the shomai, dip it in soy sauce, then dip it in the garlic, and then eat it.
Sauce. Hot sauce.
A new one.
I need to order more on Shopee.
Can't read it.
Chow chow.
Sweet chili garlic oil. Shake well before opening. There you go, Mickey. You got it.
Yeah, no money, no honey.
Fried shomai, yum.
MG said.
Yeah, my son says it all the time too.
MG said, no money, no
Oh,
honey.
wow. Oh, you still got
That's
plastic.
open.
Okay, it's open now. I showed her how to
Hi,
do
Gio. Good evening.
the jar on the counter. If you have a jar that's like this, that's sealed like this on a bottle, you just tap the ring. I tap the ring against the counter right here. Tap it against the counter on the side. And tap it a few times and hear till you hear the pop, and then opens right up every time. So easy to open up. Better than these over 50 dating sites like our time. Should be called sudden death overtime. As when you get ghosted there, you have to send flowers and a letter of condolence. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm glad I'm not in that dating game anymore. I don't do dating. My honey
Wait, I'm
is no
eating.
money. Well, Lynn, it looks like we're in the same boat, aren't we? Ray and I are like peas in a pod. Neither one of us got any money. It just goes to show you guys, you don't have to have money to find a beautiful lady in the Philippines. If you have to have money to find a beautiful lady in the Philippines, you got the wrong lady.
Carry. Here, sit and eat.
Period. That's as simple as it gets.
Careful.
Yaman.
If she has to have your money to date you, you got the wrong lady. Just look at that, how simple that is to understand. Okay, I'm done. I'm done eating in front of you. What else do we need to cover tonight, guys? Wow. That's spicy. Let me lose my voice.
Hey!
Don't spit back in the popcorn bowl. Maybe I want to eat popcorn later. Now I'm going to eat your spit. Don't do that, son. Some play the long-term game, Mike, from my experience. Yeah, they do, Gio. Medical. My experience with medical is this country has some excellent doctors. Very smart doctors. The cost is a lot cheaper than the US, and they have some very, very good doctors. I highly recommend using the medical over here. Money's an integral part of human livelihood. It can't help to get a good bro, a life partner, and assistant friends. Yeah. You know, it's not always about money, though. If you guys fall in love, it's not about your money.
No.
It's about how you treat each other. You
How
know,
to kill each other.
how to kill each other. I got it stuck in my tooth. Charm says it's how to kill each other. Once you learn how not to kill each other, you're going to have a good relationship.
Papa, Papa, you know,
You get a few papas like this. Papas. Once you get a few papas under your belt, You guys don't have to worry about it. She ain't going nowhere.
It's a wicked head.
I don't know what you're talking about, son. Gio says, don't you have to go to Manila or main city to get a good hospital, Mike? No, absolutely not. I live on Masbate Island. Even the public hospital has a really good
Yeah,
doctor
but
here.
the hospital is no good.
The hospital itself's no good, but the doctor, they have one doctor. So get to see the doctor takes time. Now, if you go into the city, we have some very good doctors. Even at the public hospitals, there's good doctors. But we don't usually go to the public hospital, only if necessary. We'll usually go to private doctors. There's a few private doctors we know. We go visit them. But really, all I've had to do, guys, I've been so blessed. I do my blood work, my blood and urine, and then they, of course, they check your blood pressure, everything. I do maintenance amlodipine 10 milligram. And for a while there, I was doing the cholesterol blocker, simvastatin. And I was reading about it and talking to people about it. I decided to stop it. And when I stopped, I used to have constant shoulder ache, always. My rotator cuff, right here in my arm, was always constant pain. I couldn't do anything. And I quit taking the simvastatin, and I'll be damned, the pain didn't go away. Gone. So, Ate, you made me laugh. Don't take statins, Mike. I don't, Gio. I quit. I'm never going to take them again. They told me if you take them, one doctor told me, if you start taking this now, you got to take it for the rest of your life. No, I don't. I take as long as I want to. I don't take it when I don't want to, and I don't want to. I'm not taking it. I don't care what any doctor says. I'm not taking statins anymore, ever again. Just one of those big pharma lies, Same in Ukraine, but the medical infrastructure is poor outside the major cities like Kiev or Lviv. Also, for residency there, you have to have medical insurance. That's about $150 US. Here, they don't require you to have medical insurance to be a resident. Has nothing to do with being a resident. They don't have that requirement here in the Philippines. You don't have to have any kind of insurance. It's on you to take care of yourself. If you don't have money to take care of yourself, you might as well die. You're not getting taken care of. If you have no money and nobody around you has money, you're not gonna be able to be taken care of. Period. If you get in a hospital, you can't leave till you pay. That's one of their rules here. Don't leave till you pay. The only thing I take, Gio, is 10 milligram amlodipine to maintain my blood pressure. To try to keep it, I try to keep it around 130. It's 130 over around 80 to 90. Pretty much stays where it is right there. Do pretty good. And I try to control it with diet and exercise, running around. You guys see me, I'm like a chicken with my head cut off. So I'm always moving about. And then I just have to maintain a proper diet where I don't overeat fatty foods and, salty foods and things like that. They're going to cause my blood pressure to go up. But at one point, I went to a doctor one time. I was a 155 over like 110, 90 or 110. It was high. And the doctor recommended I take amlodipine. And ever since, I've been on amlodipine since then. And I just can maintain it. If I take amlodipine every day, my blood pressure is great. 120 over 80, it's good. Just right in there now. Try intermittent fasting. You might stop blood pressure meds. Possibly. And I may have to do that. If push comes to shove and there's no meds available, then I'll probably have to go that route to make sure I keep my body clean enough. There could come a time. That's why I have medicine. I buy the 2 years in advance. I have the medicine. It's going to last me 2 years. Just in case something happens, And I don't even take my blood pressure meds every day. If I remembered I take it, usually it's every 2 or 3 days I can go. And I don't feel any, usually, I could tell when I was getting anxious, if my blood pressure was going up, the kids would irritate the hell out of me. And now they don't irritate me. So if I know if my blood pressure is not high, I don't get irritated by the kids. So if they irritate me, I go, when did I take my blood pressure meds last? oops, I missed a couple days. I better get a pill in me, you know? That's the type of thing I do. So I'm not religious about taking my meds every day. I'm the guiltiest of not taking them every day, I would say. Anyway, it's a good life over here in the Philippines. You guys can, if you have diabetes, there's a lot of herbal stuff over here you can do to knock down your diabetes, especially if it's only like a type 2 diabetes, just starting becoming a diabetic. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables you can eat here that will help you, and make teas from the leaves, like the papaya leaves, malunggay. You know, you can eat to lower your blood pressure. You can eat the seeds of the malunggay, the moringa tree. It's good for lowering blood pressure. That's what my father-in-law uses. He doesn't take any meds. He uses the seeds from the moringa tree, malunggay tree.
Yeah, he don't drink any medicine now.
No medicine.
It's good now.
67 years old.
68.
68 now? He told me 67. Maybe 68.
1957.
57? But, yeah, but what month?
February.
Oh, yeah, his birthday. He's 68 now. I travel with the Chase medical pack of prescription meds for infections, nausea, and so forth. Yeah, those are good to have.
Papa.
JJ says, Mike, don't blame a beer belly on food. We know what you're doing. It can't be the beer.
Papa. Are you called Tick? Are you called Devin? Tick Devin.
Ah. So yeah, I like my mule, 1 or 2 a day. That's it. I'm not a drunk. And if we have a karaoke party, sometimes I drink a few more. But there's one thing about me, you guys are never going to see me. I don't think you'll ever see me drunk. Okay, you get drunk when you start doing beer and shots and all of that, and I don't do that. Guys like to do shots here. I don't do it with them. I was saying that earlier to you guys.
Oh, akala ko nag-ano ka na
Be
litro.
very careful, especially out in the province.
Lagot ka, babayaran mo
They
yun.
will invite you to come do shots with them. If somebody is that crab in the bucket, be very careful,
Nandito yun sa kabila.
because they do know poisons here,
Hindi ka naman just
and nobody can prove who did it, how it happened. It'll be you're out drinking with the boys one day, and the next day you're in the hospital, and the next day you don't exist. So you guys be very, very careful of who you associate with, who you go out drinking with, or sharing a shot glass with, or sharing a water glass with, because things happen. Never leave a drink or even your coffee unattended. If I set this down outside and Charm sees it, Charm pours it out for me. Okay? Just be careful what you're doing. Always watch what you do. And but that's some good advice right there for you guys, is never leave a drink of any kind out somewhere where it could possibly be tempered with, because it's going to be that one crab that's jealous of you that says, that's my chance. A little poison in the glass. You come back, you grab your drink, you drink it down. Next thing you know, you're sick. Next thing you know, you're dead. Be careful. To kill you, Gio. To get rid of you. There are jealous people in this place. Many, many, many jealous people. Okay? Everywhere you go. They're jealous of you because they portray you, they think of you as a man who has money that they don't have. So the jealousy starts right there. Then you get in a drinking group with them. Another thing, drinking with guys, somebody's going to be talking to you. They're going to all be trying to talk to you, feel you out for your opinions, your views, whatever, and maybe your opinion doesn't jive with theirs. There's a lot of reasons people have for taking you out. A lot. Just be careful, that's all I'm saying. Be careful. Not everyone's out to take you out, but be careful when you're out and about and you're hanging with people that you don't know. Even in this village, everyone is like 95% of the people are related to us. I just don't get to a point where I feel comfortable enough to just go out drinking with the boys, you know? I might sit at the table with them. They'll offer me the shot glass. No, I got my Red Horse and it's right in my hand. I have my beer right in my hand, you know? Nobody's touching my beer. Nobody's putting nothing in my beer. My beer is right here in front of me. My hand's on it, you know? Sometimes my thumb is over the top. So always be cautious, all I'm saying. You only live one time. Enjoy the little things. Nothing wrong with a mule. Was just pulling your leg. Yeah, I know that. I always am a firm believer that 1 or 2 drinks in you helps to keep your blood thin and moving smoothly through your body. So anybody wants to jump on me about drinking a mule or a beer, I don't care. Jump. How high can you jump? You know? So yeah, Gio, it's just something to keep you aware of, okay? Something that should always be on your mind. And now that I've said it to you guys, I think you'll be aware of that. When you're out partying with guys, just be aware of it. You don't know them. You don't know if they hate Americans or foreigners. You don't know anything about them. You know nothing about them at all. Okay? Just keep that in mind. So, anybody that's in this chat listening to me right now, you should be aware. Always be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people around you. Don't go out blindly partying with people, drinking out of the same glass and shot glasses them. And, you know, Jimmy John says, mules, they do live a long time. I'm planning to live a long time. I'm 65. I'm planning to make it to 85 at least. I want to make it to 85 at least. If I can make it to 100, just think, if I'm 85, right now I'm 65 times 42. There's 23, 24 years difference between it, 23 years difference. If I'm 85, she's already in her 60s. You know, we're getting up there. We're going to grow old couple together. Anyway, it's all good. So, guys, I want to pin somebody there at the bottom here who needs some subs. Who do we have in here that still needs
It's
subs?
your food now.
Who do we got? Somebody pop their name up here, Diane. Tell me who you want to have some subs. I'll pin you at the bottom right now.
I can put now in the fridge.
So we have 9 minutes before I'm going to shut down my feed.
Done?
Not really. I didn't even get to eat yet. Just leave it. I'm going to have something in a minute.
Gino!
Alternate. That's my beautiful wife here. She's yelling at my son right now because he's acting like an idiot. This is Charm, my beautiful wife.
Yeah, he's playing food.
Yeah, he's over here goofing around. That's my
Eat
son.
your food now.
He's 4
I
years
don't like it
old.
now.
He's one of my children. I have 3 children. I have another one that's sitting over here playing on her phone. She's 12 years old. And then I got one more that already went to bed, the early sleeper. Early sleeper, early riser. I have one of those in my family. This one on the couch is late. She wants to get up late, but now that school started, it can't be late anymore. What time is it? Okay, you got 9 minutes left, Micah. 9 minutes. Time clock is counting. Your Wi-Fi goes away and you go to bed. Alternate says, hello, wife. You guys have a great day. Ciao. John Hoover, thank you so much for coming in. Much appreciated. Thanks for the super chat. You guys have sent over the super chats and the gifts yesterday. I did get a message on YouTube today that January 21 to 26, I will get a check from YouTube in the amount of like $297. A lot of money. But no, the donations that you guys have already given total more than 70,000 pesos, enough to get started buying the materials. And Charm and I are going to be buying them. When did you say you're going to order them? When are you ordering the steel?
The next week. If no more rain.
Yeah, no more rain.
Yeah.
We'll be ordering.
But it's raining here every day.
Yeah, it's raining. For the last 3 days, it's been raining. If no more rain, we'll get the material ordered. It only takes a day to get material here. So we'll get the material, we'll get the crew here and get them started working, but they can't work in the rain. We've got to remove the roof of the schoolhouse. So summer's coming, and it's going to be sunny every single day real soon. So everything's going to be great. We're going to get the schoolhouse going. Thanks for all your donations. Those of you who want to still donate to the cause, it'd be much appreciated. We're probably looking at a 300,000 peso bill. And right now we've got about 70,000. And we're going to try to get some of the parents who live here, who have children in the school, we're going to try to get them to come and work and donate a day of their time, like that.
And I think my car Lamborghini.
Yeah, here's his car. Wow, he has a little orange car. Isn't that cool? It's like a Hot Wheels, isn't it? Made in Malaysia. Wow.
That's a Lamborghini.
That's his Lamborghini. Have you heard of drink spiking happening to anyone, Mike? Well, Gio, yes, and probably best not to be chatting on my channel about it. Yeah, it happens. Anyway, be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't have brought it up if I hadn't known about a circumstance. Okay, guys. Nits vlog. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Where are you from, Nits? Where are you from? Are you here in the Philippines?
She have 5.37 subscribers. Next vlog.
I'm gonna make her a moderator. I think she's from the Philippines, right? Sure.
Yeah, she like Philippines.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Charm's looking up your channel. I made you a moderator. Yes, Philippines. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in. Much, much appreciated. Please subscribe to anybody you want in the channel. You're a moderator now. You should be able to click on anybody and subscribe to people in the channel and help to grow your channel. That's what we do here. That's why you see so many blue.
3,000 videos.
Beautiful. You need to go watch your channel.
I
You have good
subscribe to
viewers.
her.
Thank you, Nits. My wife just subscribed to you as well, Charm White, and I can subscribe to you right now on my channel here if I haven't already. I think I have. Scuba Steve. What's Scuba Steve doing? Oh, he's a Baguio. Weather gazer. He sent me another picture. Baguio storm 2026. If anybody is watching the Windy app, looks like there's a storm coming. Sure looks like it. Let me go over to my YouTube so I can go subscribe to Nits. Make sure I'm subscribed to her. Okay. And hello, wifey. Go to channel. Nits Vlogger. Yeah, I'm already subscribed.
Raining there.
I'm already subscribed. You already rang your bell before. So I'll be watching your channel more. I've been getting your notifications. It's pouring down here now, and I sent you a weather app showing crazy weather. Yeah, I just saw that, Scoob. I just saw that windy. It looks like a storm coming. So I don't know what's up with that because I haven't been monitoring it too much. Wow, what's my battery doing? Come on. There you guys go. There's the storm Scuba just sent me. You see the blue swirling with the green and purple, all the rain, the strong winds that's been coming through. And if you look right there in the middle,
Hello, Nick.
up, that's where Masbate Island is. I'll see if I can show you
Jamie
something.
Jan said, I like the idea of locals donating their labor time. I give them a sense of pride.
Yes. Right in the middle, right here is where I live, right in the center. That's Masbate Island.
No.
It's not blown up too
William
big.
said, hey Mike, how's the school meeting today?
Yeah, the meeting went really well.
The all parents,
Says the storm's coming, Scott.
they have meeting Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday?
I think Thursday.
Thursday, we're having a meeting with all the parents. It's going to be a parent-teacher meeting to discuss the building of grade 4 to grade 6. And we're going to be looking for volunteers from the families to come here and assist us with the labor. Helping us to get the sand from the beach, sacks of sand, helping gather rocks because we got to do the flooring in the CR. And we're going to be looking for help from the village who have children in the school, just like we do, to pitch in. Charm and I, what we're doing, we're putting all of our YouTube account, everything we make on YouTube are super chats, gifts, donations, every single thing that you guys have thrown our way. The Buy Me a Coffees, the PayPal, everything is going to the school. Every peso. And we calculated up today, I think we're at 90 or 70, 71 something, almost 72,000. And the problem though really is that the Buy Me a Coffee takes 10%, YouTube takes 45%. So you guys are throwing the super chats and gifts out there. If you want to donate directly to the school cause, message me on Messenger. There's cheaper ways to do it, better ways to do it where the money actually goes where you want it to go. It's hard to get it through this channel.
Okay.
But the Buy Me a Coffee is 10%. They take 10, which is PayPal takes 7. So you kind of look at it that way. The better alternative is if you're in the Philippines is Gcash. If you're in another country, you don't have Gcash, then it's PayPal. It's 7%. And other than that, it's if you just do bank account, it's Buy Me a Coffee, which I have pinned up on my channel up here. My 2 cents included a couple of meals for you, okay? Thank you, Jimmy John. Thank you so much. Jimmy John has been very a very, very generous donor. We've got a list of everyone who has donated. Charm and I made a list today up of everybody who donated, and we'll be sharing that list with everybody. So I will check in my subscriber and I'll get back. Okay, thank you, Nits Vlog. Nits dito kami, Masbate. We're from Masbate. She's from Santa Rosa. Okay, so I'll pin Jimmy John down here, guys.
Are you done? You need to drink water
Wang!
first.
Jimmy John is pinned at the bottom.
Martha, time to sleep. Look at that. She lost her 4 books.
Huh?
She lost it.
She lost 4 books?
Yeah, she doesn't know where.
Where, Micah? At school or at home? They can't be here. You never brought them here.
I know. I
She said she's trying to find, but she's using her phone. It's 9 o'clock.
How can you find your books,
Time to
son?
block the
You have
Wi-Fi.
homework?
done.
How can you do homework, no books? Huh?
She didn't use the book.
I saw her 4 books before in her cabinet. Then she moved in the other room. I don't know where she put. Oh, Jake. Matulog na kayo. Time to block the Wi-Fi, Han. It's 9 o'clock.
I visit Masbate. Lots of brownouts.
Please block now. 9 o'clock. Ella, time to sleep.
Nits, that's why we're off the grid. All of our power is solar power now. I have a big solar power system where I have about 28,600 watts stored power, batteries, lithium batteries. And right now, today I was at 80% when the sun went down. So right now I'm probably in 60s, which gives us plenty of power. We're only running fans at night. We're not running aircon. But I could still run the aircon in my bedroom if I wanted to, all night long. And we don't need to. It's not hot sun. But we're also running freezers, a refrigerator. We're running other appliances. I have my glasses. I have a lazy Susan here. Somebody spun it around. My glasses went to the other end of the table. How many years ROI? It's where I live. You can't really think of it that way. Honestly, you can't. I'll make sure my freezers. Nope, they're off today. So the reason they're off is they're already solid ice. Everything's solid ice, so we don't need to make. And we have plenty of ice, and we got no customers. So they got the freezers off. They're staying cold because we don't open the doors. I don't know if Charm's going to turn that one on tonight or not, the freezer. But that's both freezers there. And the ref, I think she's got the ref off too. Yeah. The ref is already freezing cold. You guys, I talked to you guys about this before, about saving energy. And I'm the master of it. Those of you who don't follow my way of doing it, people always criticize my way of doing it because turning off your refrigerator, unplugging your refrigerator and leaving it off for 8 hours, they say, oh, it's so hard on the refrigerator when it turns back on. Really? Your refrigerator plugged in turns on and off all day long. On, then off. As soon as it hits temperature, it turns off. Turns back on, turns back off. What's the difference if you unplug it and leave it unplugged for 8 hours and then you plug it back in? Oh, but it's so much warmer inside your ref. It takes forever to cool down. Really? Why don't you try it sometime? Put a thermometer in there and give it a try. And then you'll understand why I do it. Because I can save. If I was in Manila and Makati, like we were before, I was in Las Piñas, we tried it. One day we had an old, tall, skinny refrigerator, right? Non-inverter type. Regular compressor, non-inverter, R134A Freon in it. Old ref. It's back in my backyard right now, using it for a garden, for a raised garden bed. We had that refrigerator, and we used to unplug it. We'd look at our electric bill. Electric bill was about $3,500. We started unplugging it every night or every day. We'd unplug it in the daytime. 6 a.m. when we woke up, we'd unplug the ref, and we'd leave it off until evening. because we weren't going in and out all the time. We had those small kids opening the fridge all day long. Fridge stayed shut. So everything stayed pretty cold. The only thing we couldn't keep was ice cream, but everything else we put in the fridge stayed nice and cool. Okay, I'm not going to say cold. You couldn't freeze ice, couldn't keep ice cream frozen, but you could freeze ice bags. In the 12 hours you were running it, you freeze your ice bags, you put them in the freezer, and they keep everything cold. So we dropped our electric bill 1,100 pesos a month just by unplugging our ref during the peak time hours of Meralco. So you guys do whatever you want. I know what works. Okay, I do this religiously. Right now, I'm off the grid. I got mega power out there in my batteries. And you see, my wife is still following our same techniques of saving energy because we don't need to be making ice all night. It's already made. Tomorrow I plug it in and in 2 hours, everything's refroze solid. Anything that might have gotten a little wet or damp or started to defrost is back hard again in 2 hours time. Done deal. Got my frozen ice again, you know? So this is a way that you guys can save a lot of money. Another thing is set your thermostats on your aircon, set them around 28. I was setting mine at 27. I was getting cold. I set it to 28. I'm like, wow, this is nice. I'm comfortable. I got a light sheet over me to keep me more comfortable because it gets a little cold in the middle of the night. Even at 28 degrees Celsius, it gets a little cold, you know? So last night we didn't even turn the aircon on. Just it was rainy, been rainy for 3 days. We just opened the windows, turned the fan on, and boom, we were cold. I was freezing last night, trying to get closer to my wife and get the blanket. She was hogging the blanket. I was trying to pull the blanket over me, and I was getting cold. But you don't need to run your aircon at 22 degrees, 24 degrees. Get it on up there. Try it, and watch your electric bill go. I'm going to tell you how it is. For every 1 degree of temperature that you reduce your thermostat by, you go from 24 to 25, you just save 4.5% off your electric bill, off your aircon portion of your electric bill. For every 1 degree temperature difference change, it's 4.5% reduction in power. Okay? It's that much less power that aircon needs to use to maintain that temperature. All right? You can turn on a very short time, boom, it's reaching temperature. So if you're at 27, that compressor's barely running. It may only come on 2 or 3 times in an entire night. And the rest of the time it's the fan only. Okay? So you're really saving a lot of money. It's the same as if you're running a stand fan. Same thing. If you have an inverter type, like I have a window unit here, inverter, right? That's a 1 horsepower unit. You see how big my house is? I'll just show you how much I cool with it. That's impossible. It can only cool 10 square feet, 10 square meters. This room, you see, you're looking at this whole room space. I got a ceiling fan there. I got a stand fan here. I turn that aircon on. I can cool this entire space down here. Okay? From the front door all the way to the back door can be cooled down. The house is nice and comfortable with 1 horsepower aircon. So I've learned about energy efficiency over the years, and I've taken it to practice. That's what I use, is my own knowledge of what I've learned. And I save a lot of money. Even if everybody would do what I do, there would be no blackouts. You realize that? The blackouts are caused by the sheer number of people running air cons in the heat of the day and running them at night. You know, they turn the aircon on and put a huge blanket comforter over them. Why? Does that make any sense? Jimmy John says, kind of like drinking. Why drink more if you're there already? Exactly. You get high, you get drunk, you get to that point. Why continue? Why waste power if you don't need to? Anyway, I hope some of the things I taught you guys tonight, or we talked about, I didn't teach you, but I shared with you. I hope those things that I shared with you will help you in your everyday lives, and those of you who are moving to the Philippines. I hope it helps you a lot. This is some things I know we've covered several times. And thank you, JJ. I really want to share things more like this with you every day. I don't want us to go off on tangents of drama anymore. So what I want to share with you folks is real, what you need in the Philippines to survive here. Okay? And I'll talk about the rules, the regulations, things to keep you out of trouble. Because a lot of people want to come here and work, and You can't work on visitor visa, folks. You just don't do it. I hate to see you guys end up in Taguig jail, you know? That immigration jail is not a good place to reside. All right? So follow the rules, do what you got to do. If you're in doubt, ask. And don't ask social media, guys. If you have a question, an immigration question, ask immigration. If you go to contact us on the immigration website, they'll respond right back to you. Like 2 days, you get an email response from them. They respond back to you. If you got a question about Social Security, I gave you that earlier today, fbu.manila@ssa.gov. Bang, write them an email. 3 days later, you got a response. They are very helpful. They bend over backwards to help you here. Everybody will help you. You just got to ask. And you got to know where to ask. So if you don't know where to ask, then you ask people like us who have been here for a long time. We'll help you, guide you in the right direction. Then you can ask whatever you want, wherever you're at. So there are several of us that have been here for a long term, and we're not going anywhere. I'll be here till I die. So thank you, Nits. You guys, I appreciate all you coming in. Much, much appreciated all the help you've given us. And Nits, if you see my video I put up about the school building, our school building is in disarray. Grade 4 to grade 6 is the worst. The storms didn't do us any help, but then again, it was totally run down before the storm ever hit, before we ever got the first typhoon through here this past year. So, I mean, the chairs are falling apart. The whole place is literally falling apart. Anyway, we've asked for help, and we've got a lot of people donating. So if you watch our video and you want to share it to your folks, it'd be much appreciated. If you have any generous donors there that could come in and help us, it'd be so much appreciated if you could steer them over to us. Help us out with that. We're trying to get the school building, grade 4 to grade 6 is going to be a full rebuild is what it's going to end up being. Most everything's coming down, ripped off. We're going to keep the hollow blocks that are there, and we're going to reframe everything with new cement, beams and everything to tie everything together to make it the right way it should have been done, make it safe for our children because it's horrible. The roof could fall in. It looks like the rafters look like they're about to fall in any time. So it's that bad a shape. I've already talked to the teacher about relocating the students today. We're going to put them into kindergarten class, move the kindergarten into first grade because it's just only 8 kindergartners. They can move them into first grade. That'll make like a total of 15 in one classroom, and they can put grade 4 to 6 in that room. It's a big room. So that'll give the grade 4 to grade 6 a place to be safe until we get their building rebuilt. So that's what we're doing here in our community. Christmas is over. We had a great Christmas. We did a lot of stuff for the children and the seniors and everybody in our community. Charm and I do that every year. So our channel is helping because our channel goes into the community, going into the school. That's where all the money we make goes. So if your viewers come in, they want to be generous to help us out with a little school building up there, all the money's going there, guaranteed. We're going to keep good records and honcho it. Everybody's going to be so transparent. It's going to be a beautiful little school building, schoolhouse when we get done. So thank you all for coming in. Much, much appreciated. My other videos should be uploaded today. You're going to see how beautiful some of the corals are out here and see the low tide here. Very low tide today on the beach. And so I walked all the way out, almost to the end of the corals, and shot a nice video for you guys to see. So please watch that when it comes up. Much appreciated, guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I don't think I'm going live in the morning, so we'll definitely be on tomorrow evening with you guys. Thanks for coming in. God bless. Good night, everyone. We love you. Bye-bye.